Hey, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. It's Harry from Spurs TV back with another match reaction video. So where should we begin? Another loss for Spurs, the fourth on the trot. If you guys really want to know, this hasn't been done for 20 years since 2004. So that's four losses in a row. AVB was sacked for, you could argue, less than this actually. And yeah, our manager's still here just for tonight. Let's see what happens tomorrow. But yeah, let's get into the game. So Ange did ring one change compared to the last loss to Chelsea. Bentancur came in from, was it Madison? And Bentancur came to midfield. So Basuma, Bentancur started in midfield. Kulusevski moved into number 10. He moved from number 10 to right wing. We had a front three of Johnson on the left. As we know, Johnson can play left and right. Son in the middle and Kulusevski on the right. Same back four as usual, Vicario, Porro, Van der Ven, Romero, and not Adogi. I wish it was Adogi, but Emerson carried on at left back, carrying on from his, getting ripped by Madueke the other day. And yeah, let's get into the game. So, lo and behold, Spurs didn't actually concede many set pieces this game, which is a positive, I guess, but was it just a lull, or was it just a blip of us not conceding some set pieces? I guess we'll see next week against Burnley, who'll probably throw some more set pieces at us. So, Liverpool scored early, a ball over the top, another similar goal as the usual. Salah comes in, cuts in, and obviously Emerson's watching, not where Salah is, and Salah scores goal. Next goal, Robertson. Again, Liverpool just smelled blood, and Spurs were... again, losing at half-time. I don't think we actually had a shot on target in the first half. I don't remember. I think I had a couple wayward shots. But, yeah, not great. Second half, carried on the same. Another 2 goals from Liverpool gets the 4-0. Then our great manager suddenly decides to make some substitutions. Madison came on. Richarlison came on, who could argue should have started. And Lascelles came on later on. Skip came on at left back, which is quite interesting for Emerson. And Spurs, you could argue, fought back. I mean, at 4-0. By that point, I think Liverpool mentally checked out. The irony of that is, though, is that when Liverpool on holiday, they still could score another 3-4 goals against us. So it's quite pathetic, really. And again, we carried on the high line. Son got a tap in. Richarlison obviously scored his goal. But it was 4-2. You could argue it was a repeat of the Arsenal game the other week, or a repeat of the Chelsea game. However you want to see it, really. But it's just it comes to the point when we're 3-4-0 down, and the manager decides to make the changes when he easily could have made it 1 or 2-0 or at half time. When we actually have a chance to get back into the game. But he doesn't. And to be quite honest with you, I've lost faith with Ange. I just don't think he adapts at all. In this game and in other big games, I've been calling for this for about 2 months. Basically since before Newcastle. Was that 2 months ago now? Anyways, go to back five. We didn't even have players who actually suit the back five system. We brought in Dragusin, who actually played in the back 3 or 5 in his old club. Even Romero, we were all known he's played there. And obviously Emerson played in the back 5 at his previous club and also at Spurs under Conte. And at least with a back 5, we'd have more players back when Liverpool breaks. So at least you'd have the 3 that will sit. Plus, Van der Ven can double up with Emerson on Salah. Yeah, that might have helped. And obviously on the other side, Porro would have a bit more freedom because, as we know, Porro and Adogi kind of wing backs before they came here, right? So, to be fair, obviously Adogi's adapted to the situation and Porro's adapted to the situation. And I even argue Porro's the only player for me who's improved since Ange has come in my opinion. I don't think anyone else really has. With Richarlison, you could argue yes he has, because Richarlison actually has 11 goals and 18 starts, which is a pretty good return. But again, he's only played 18 games and Richarlison barely got a shot under Conte because we had Kane last season. So in my opinion, Richarlison's always going to improve, whatever manager we brought in, because unless we literally camped, literally didn't attack at all, which is not going to happen. But it's like we'll 4-0 down. He makes the changes. Now we suddenly start playing. Cuts the 4-2. We're never going to back into the game. I didn't even think we'd go back in the Arsenal game. But to me, it's just a Groundhog Day again. Same old Tottenham, different day. And I think Ange's clock is ticking, to be honest. I just don't see him surviving. If we don't beat Burnley, how anyone can defend this manager, I do not know. And obviously, we have to lose to City regardless. Because if we beat City, if we lose to Burnley, I'm going to be even more angry. Because, I'm sorry, we're not letting Arsenal win the league. Like, if you're going to play rubbish, you should pick the City game, not the past 3 games. But yeah, so... And just seems... I think the guy's out of his depth. I know how you stand on touch and say we played well when we were 4-0 down. Then you suddenly make the changes. Okay, we start playing, but then also Liverpool stop playing. So yeah, let's deep it. Like, he's just not that good. He's not that good of a manager. I just don't think he is. And the difference is, a lot of people say to me, oh, well, Klopp's first season was bad, or Pep's first season was bad. But difference with those two managers, Pep and Klopp, is they had won titles in much more respected leagues, much more high quality leagues, similar to the Premier League. And also, I look at Arteta, who went to back 5 because he didn't have the players. Because a lot of people tell me, well, Ange doesn't have the players to play the system. Well, a lot of managers didn't have the players to play the system, but they usually adapt to what they have, which is what Jose did. And Conte as well, you could argue. And even, we can go back to Martin Jol and Redknapp. They changed it up, right, every so often. I remember Redknapp playing a diamond back in the day in one game because he wanted to get the best out of Modric but still keep the defensive stability. But I don't see Ange changing anything. And as for the shipping the goals, you look at the back 4 we have, way better than bloody Conte had. And we're conceding more goals. It must be the tactics, right? And as we always say, goals win you games, but defenses win you titles. And this guy's talking about winning a title next season. He might not be lucky to even be here. But, you know, we carry on. We've got Burnley at home on Saturday. And I guess, come on you Spurs. But I'm just expecting the same old crap as usual. So, yeah, I'm out.